Hi, only me tonight because so lockdown, we managed lockdown perfectly well. All those weeks, months, whatever it was, without a crossword. Come out of deconfinement. Michael's playing golf 3 times a week, so he appeared back about 4:30 today, and he's gone straight out for practice with the ailments, and he wonders why I've got the hump. Anyway, so just me tonight. I just want to show you how to make a very quick quiche, a quiche. You can use anything you like as an innards for this. We're going to do what am I doing? A broccoli and tomato one. Now you'll see that most of the recipes actually say shortcrust pastry. Don't know why. I've got puff pastry here. Doesn't make any difference. Just because this is what I had. And the other thing that always makes me laugh is the baking paper on the top. Then your baking beans and bake it blind. Well, I have to say I've never done that in my life, and I'm not going to start now. The only thing I will do with this is prick the bottom. That'll stop it bubbling up. And then when it goes in the oven, if you put it on an open grill rack rather than the baking trays, then the bottom will get cooked anyway. So don't know why we bother with the blind baking. So you can see I've just done lots of prickles in there, and that's that job done. Basic premise of quiche Lorraine is 3 eggs to 3 sort of handfuls-ish of cheese to about 200 grams of, as ever, anything white. You can use yogurt, you can use Philli, you can use Creme Fraiche, you can use Mascapone. I'm actually going to use Mascapone tonight just because I've got it. You really want the consistency of double cream. So obviously mascarpone is a little bit thicker than that. It's sort of 3 tablespoons, about 200 grams in there. So I'm just going to add some milk just to water it down. I'll just mix that up, just so we get sort of the consistency of double cream, really. Give that a mish. You can do this with, actually it's going to be better easier to do it with a fork. Prawns and asparagus is a nice one for this. Spinach and ricotta is also quite good. The only thing I would say is any vegetables you're using, try and pre-cook them, not as you would as if you're eating them. You are eating them obviously, but just blanch them a little, that's what I'm saying, so they don't need much cooking, because this is only in the oven for half an hour. And if you're doing a quiche with onions, do pre-cook the onions as well. Okay, so that's that job jobbled. And any vegetables that do go in, get them as dry as you can, because the last thing you want is a soggy bottom, as Mary Berry would say. So 3 eggs, this mixture here, cheese or cream or whatever you want to use. A lot of the recipes do say 200 grams of double cream, but I don't think it really matters. You can put in what you like. Then I've got 3 handfuls of, I don't even know what it is. It's some cheese I found in the fridge. Sure, it doesn't really matter. So anyway, prawn and asparagus, spinach and ricotta is another lovely one. Straightforward ham and onions. So for a quiche Lorraine, that's also obviously the very straightforward one. Right, so I've dried my broccoli on some kitchen towel. Dropped a bit, doesn't matter, this is clean. Just going to plonk that in. And I'm going to add some seasoning to the eggy cheese mix. Some salt, some pepper, and I'm going to add some dill to this just because I can. So I've got some frozen dill. Is it dill? Well, it's frozen stuff, so that'll do, just to make it look pretty. And then we're going to do sun-dried tomatoes in with here. If you put tomatoes in, unless you're really, really good about drying them, you'll find that it just goes soggy. So I tend to like to use sun-dried tomatoes. way down the tray, isn't it? Okay. So I've probably got 1, 2, 3, I've got 10 sun-dried tomatoes here. I'm just going to chop them very lightly. That sort of size. Sprinkle that in here. Spread it out a bit. I don't know whether you can see. Okay, so like that. Right, egg and cheese mix on top. Spread it around a bit. You can cover all the bits and pieces. If you want to make it look nice and pretty, you can play with the edges, roll them, print them, whatever you wish to do. I tend to roll them down. Because although this is supposed to be a circle, I'm never quite sure, never quite is when it goes in the baking tray, baking dish, never mind. So just fold them over. You can crimp them, fork them, depends who it's for, really. But this is such a quick and easy lunch. And so many options, so you can't go wrong with it, really. I'm going to lift this up to show you like this. Oops. So there it is before it's cooked. And I am going to throw on some, just because I have them, little cherry tomatoes on the top. So we shouldn't have to worry too much about this being wet and soggy when we finish. And just to get some crunchiness on the top, I'm going to throw on a handful of parmesan. Well, how long did that take? 5 minutes? I'm not even sure it was that long, but anyway. So that's going to go in the oven again, 180 for half an hour. So see you back here then. Hello. I've put you up there because it's absolutely true what they say. Never, ever, ever have the camera, oh, excuse me, I dropped this, have the camera underneath you because it looks like you've got 872 chins. So that's why you're up there and over there. So, here we are. We've been 32 minutes, 35 minutes, I don't really know. It went in just about 5 past, so yeah, 35 minutes, and I think we're ready. Just to give you some idea of what you could do with the quiches, quite often I've done maybe 3 different quiches. So I'd have one sort of standard one, maybe ham, cheese and onion, don't forget to fry the onions, in a shortcrust pastry. In the puff pastry I do something a bit more colourful. I maybe use summer vegetables, courgettes, peppers, red onions, fry them off gently, put them in the mixture on the top. The basic mixture is 3 eggs, 200 grams of creamy stuff as per, double cream if you like, mascarpone but just a little bit thick, Philadelphia cheese, again add some water to that, or creme fraiche, it's my standard go-to, and 3 handfuls of any old cheese, really doesn't matter, any old cheese. With the vegetable one, maybe I'd throw some feta on the top just to make it look pretty, and then I'd do the posh one, the prawn or the salmon one, in Filo pastry. So a layer of Filo pastry, butter it, another layer, and so on to make the pastry, and I'd fill it with, then that's what I'd use the dill for. The prawns or the salmon, and maybe some goat's cheese. Honestly, it really doesn't matter. Just as long as you've got the basic ingredients, you can put anything else you want in it. Just do try and keep it dry. Oh, there we go, that looks fab. I'll bring that over to you. There, for a 5-minute throw together, that's not half bad, is it? So if I was doing this for a lunch, you just throw a salad together, pasta salad, green salad, and then I like to do jacket potatoes, cut them in half and put some sour cream. No, creme fraiche, obviously. I'd mix it maybe with a bit of Philli and put some chives in there. Yes, that's what I do. Sorry, I'm thinking about something else. I think I said to you, talking about chives, I think I said to you previously that I put dill in here. I didn't. I'd used dill in the salmon one. I put chives in here. And if I've just said that already on here, I'm sorry. I was thinking about something else. I'm just going to take that out and put it in my container. But actually, I think I'm going to leave it in its baking tin. Because if you want it for lunch tomorrow, go back in the oven for about 20 minutes just to warm through. Well, I won't have it because it's got the pastry and the carbs. Never mind, looks pretty. Anyway, that's that. So no time at all. Do have a go, do have a play. See you next time.